to be rating these on 3 terms. The accessibility of the dock, the amount and accessibility of barrels, and the accessibility of the merchants. So, what do we think for the dock so far? I wasn't sailing the ship in, so I'm...
That was me. So the dock is... So basically, like, my criteria are, like, how far away the ship is from the outpost and everything. Like, how far of a walk it is to get to anything.
Yeah, this is a pretty long walk.
Yeah. And if you can pull into it and then pull out. So, like, if you see kind of how the ship is parked, we just pulled straight in and then we can pull straight out. We don't need to, like, do any shenanigans, turn the ship in place or anything like that. Obviously, if we wanted to, we could park the ship, like, right, over here, and that'd be a much closer walk to the dock. But then you're gonna turn around, yeah, so it doesn't really count. So overall, this isn't that great of a dock. It's a very tiny window of opportunity here to line up with the ladder and the plank. And it's a very long walk, so it's not a very good dock overall.
Anyone else have any strong opinions on the dock? I'm thinking
no.
F or D tier for the dock.
Yeah, I say D tier.
Yeah, D. That's.
Did anyone mention the spacing of the ladders?
No.
Oh yeah, ladder spacing might be a thing.
Because the ladders are somewhat decent here. There's just not enough of them.
Just go rubber bands it off the dock.
That'll fall into, like, the quality of the dock.
Yeah. So
Negative F tier for lag.
D tier for dock.
Yeah.
All docks get D tier.
We have the barrels. I quite like the barrels on here. Oh hey, all of them resupplied. I quite like the barrels here simply because of the spot down here, where you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 barrels, like, right next to each other. It makes for a pretty quick resupply.
True. Also in this little area, there's the jump from the merchants area up to the what's it called? Order of Souls, which is definitely convenient.
That can factor in the shop spacing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we think of the barrels? I think simply because of that under the dock area, barrels are easily an S tier.
I agree.
Yep.
Onto the spacing of merchants.
F.
I do like the jump here, but they are, besides that jump they are pretty far spread out. I think that jump makes it go from, like, F tier to D tier, though.
Yeah.
You can also see all of the merchants in one, like, at a glance, though. You don't need, like, if you don't remember where a merchant is, you can just look around and you know that all of them are on this one thing.
Yeah,
so while it's inconvenient to run there, it's convenient that they're all easily visible and accessible.
Question. Are we doing all of the merchants and stuff, or just the turn-in points?
All the merchants, but most of the turn-in points.
Yeah, turn-in points have a higher weight, but we're just gonna kind of...
Yeah, like, the most worrying thing for me with merchants is, like, if you're trying to, like, rush to drop stuff off if someone's coming after you, I don't want to have to, like, spend a lot of time running back and forth to the ship to the merchants, because, like, there's not even a really good space to, like, pull in a rowboat too, because, like, even if you pull a rowboat in here, it's still a pretty good trek up to the Order of Souls to sell skulls. So if someone's bearing down on you, it's kind of rough to rush and get everything sold before they get to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, like, probably F tier for placement of merchants.
Yeah.
F tier or D tier, do you think?
Yeah, I'll give it D tier.
Yeah, that jump I did say earlier should move to D tier.
The jump is very convenient, and also I like being able to see all of them. It's nice and wide and open. Yeah. A lot of other outposts are much more like everything's kind of hidden or whatever. Maybe not as much with the merchant, or what is it called, the different factions or whatever, the turn-in places, but the the cosmetics shops are like I can never remember if it's up the left path or the right path to get to the clothing shop or the gun shop or whatever. So
Yeah, something in D tier.
yeah, I would say D.
Alright, so now I can calculate a final score. Alright, so Galleon's Grave, what do we think for parking? I wasn't here because I was busy sailing a sloop off in that direction.
Parking is actually pretty darn great.
Yeah, I like parking on here.
It's like the dock is pretty short to get to everything.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Also, nice ladders.
Oh yeah,
Ladders are good, yeah.
Forgetting about the ladders. So what do we think about A tier, S tier?
This is definitely A tier at least.
Yeah, A2 dock.
Let's see. The run across there isn't too bad. It could be shorter. But as far as like the actual place to dock, it's amazing.
As for barrels, what I'm looting right now is kind of I know that there's a lot of barrels up in the Galleon up there, but like that's kind of a hassle to get to if you're trying to just get supplies and go.
I'd agree with that. So we think A tier for the dock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, A tier for the dock. I'm thinking like
at least C tier.
yeah, I'd say C tier because I mean there is a constant. No, I'd say C tier because like I said, there is a concentration up in the Galleon. But if you don't have like a storage crate like we have right now, getting all the loot and running it back to your ship over and over again is kind of a hassle.
Right,
So like C tier if you have a storage crate, D tier otherwise, because
Yeah.
the hassle is real, you know.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. If you have a storage crate, then I'd say B tier. But I'd say we average it out at C tier.
Yeah.
Okay.
C tier sounds good. And then for merchants, I really like the merchants on this island because they're all
Oh, yeah.
tightly packed together.
Yeah.
So I'd say S tier, but I want to hear what you guys have to say.
I think I'd give it an A tier. I don't think I'd give it an S tier.
It's really close though. It'd be like A plus or something.
Yeah,
like,
they're nice.
I mean the the equipment shop is on the right, and then you've got weapons and clothes on the left.
Yeah, all the stuff where you need to sell stuff is like tightly packed. Like you've got the
Yeah.
merchants right over there. You got gold hoarders here, order of souls here, Duke is over here,
Mhm.
mysterious stranger.
Yeah. So while it's a little more confusing to find the cosmetic shops, they're not weighted nearly as much as the turn-in places. So yeah, I'd say like A.5, like A plus.
Do we want to round up or round down?
I mean, since we're doing just like a math thing, we could just leave it as whatever 0.5.
8.5.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah, like whatever number A corresponds to.
We got a quest here. It's an F tier.
No.
Alright, time to do math. So here we are at Morrow's Peak Outpost. Morrow's Peak Outpost has a really good dock, but it's also in the Devil's Roar, which means you just get randomly killed by rocks. So we're not even going to stop here, it's F tier. What do we think of parking here? Even though we're not parked very well on the dock.
I mean,
Thanks to
dock.
the brig we mercilessly slaughtered.
Dock's
Hey,
good.
we slaughtered them with mercy.
it's narrow, but like if you slow down and take a wide enough arc or a narrow enough arc, depending on perspective, you could reasonably park here. It's not as great with a galley, but like with a sloop, it's really easy to park here.
It's Galleon re. It's a pretty long dock too, though. So
Enemy
like,
spotted.
I'd say like a C tier.
C tier? Alright. I'd agree with that.
Sounds good.
Barrels. I'm not seeing many barrels.
Yeah,
There.
There's only the
I'd say-
standard ones that are near the ship, right?
barrels are D
And then
tier.
the tavern. Yeah, barrel. I'd say barrels are F tier here. Like, there's hardly any.
This is true. Yeah. Compared to other outposts, at the very least, there are
Actually,
very.
maybe not, because this one is an actual real barrel. Most of the time, this barrel right here is not actually real.
Which barrel?
What?
This barrel right here that I'm standing on. It's not usually a real barrel.
Yeah, it is.
Is it? Okay, yeah, F tier then.
Yeah, I'd say like F tier,
Barrels are F tier. All right.
D minus.
I'm thinking the
Merchants are
merchants are like
A tier.
A or S tier. So.
Let's see.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I guess
the most tightly packed they ever are. So I'm gonna go S tier for merchants.
it's like you can't really count the dock as much because that's already counted
Yeah.
as a thing. But yeah, you've got tavern is there. That's there. That's there. Yeah, it's these. Yeah, this is a really good merchant collection. This is like S tier.
Agreed.
All right, time to do the math.
Is it?
So now that you're recording, the the dock
That little
is
name and shame.
pretty. The dock is pretty good actually. It's pretty short, only going from yay there to yay there, but it is not too bad. And it's also pretty short dock, which means that it will not take you too long to run onto the island for selling stuff.
So what do we think? Like,
I'm
I'm thinking maybe
that's like
C
a-
tier because it is the narrow. You got the narrow window of opportunity to stop.
It is also really short though, so I was gonna say B actually.
All right, let's go B tier. I'm fine with B tier.
As far as barrels go, do you
There are
want to
a
let
lot
Monk
of
do that
barrels over
one?
here. I really like this area right here,
Yeah, it is a good area.
but I feel like barrels are kind of sparse everywhere else, if I remember correctly.
They're pretty well scattered. There's two there. There's one there, one there.
There's a cluster of them on the
Up there.
other little dock that's across yonder. Bay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
on the
forgot
far
about that.
side. Is there a secondary dock? I forget.
Over this way, if you take a left, there's the little tiny itty bitty dock that I would not advise parking at.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking like C or B for barrels as well, because there is a lot of them like clustered together, but they are pretty spread out. Like the clusters are spread
Yeah.
out.
What did we give? We gave D the last one, right? Galleon's grave or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, this could be C, I think,
C?
or B.
I think I'm gonna go with B.
C, B. Okay.
B. All right. Yeah. Barrels are B tier.
C
B
plus. Let's say C plus because like we're both like. Eh.
Yeah. C plus.
C plus, I agree.
All right.
All right.
What do we think for shops?
They're all pretty close.
Yeah, gold hoarders and what did we give it for Galleon's grave? Do we remember? It was like
it
was it
A
A or
tier, I
S?
think. Yeah, with A.
Yeah. I think
Plus,
it was
like-
also A tier for.
Fuck off, Siri. You can always just bring a rowboat up.
Hang on.
After that.
Hang
Oh
on.
wait, yeah, we need to
There's
factor in the
the
fact that the tavern
tavern.
is really far away.
The tavern is really far away,
So I think
Is
that's
so
it
that's definitely not A tier.
yeah, I think that's also gonna be B tier then.
B tier, or even, I mean, getting up here, you need to climb 2 ladders. You need to do like a little jumping puzzle up
Yeah,
those
but how-
things,
how
or
often
you
do
can run
sell
all the way
stuff to,
around.
Like, how often do you
Well,
sell stuff to the mysterious?
It's
stranger
not how
like, though?
often you're selling stuff, it's like the importance of the stuff you're selling
Yeah,
up
that's
there.
fair.
Because I know that if you have a Reaper's Crate and you sell it to Duke, you want to get there as fast as possible.
Do you want to do another C.5?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
because-
thinking C.5.
Yeah, someone could easily just like, I
2.5 even a thing?
don't know,
C
but
plus.
someone could easily like sleep at the top of the ladder and then just shoot you as you're coming up with the Reaper's chest and you're fucked.
Yeah, suddenly fall damage.
So, alright, so what do we think of the dock? This is... What outpost is this? I can never tell the difference between these two.
Sanctuary.
This
Golden
is Sands.
Golden Sands.
So what do we think of the, dock?
Dock is
It's pretty short, so that's good.
C.
Do we want to
But
consider that
it's
there's
also
multiple
like
docks?
not a good. No,
Yeah,
because there's
most
just
of the docks are
the
fake.
one main dock, really.
Alright.
I'd give the dock a C. Just because like parking is difficult.
Yeah, like we scraped on the shore from parking there. Which
I do like that all
no,
the
we scraped on
merchants
the
are close.
I think we scraped on the shore.
No,
I
think we
don't
scraped on the
know.
dock. Look at the water. There's no.
I think we scraped on the dock.
Yeah.
Sounds like we have a bad pilot.
This is a,
I'm gonna say C tier.
yeah, I'm gonna say C tier as well because it's pretty long.
It's not pretty long. It's a very short dock. It's for what it's worth. The only problem is that it's difficult to park at.
Yeah.
Unless you have a rowboat. But, like, I don't think that the rating should be contingent on whether you have a rowboat or not.
Not even if you have a rowboat. I don't even think the rowboat is.
And even then, rowboats aren't that great for ferrying loot because you can just park at the dock, which is way faster.
Right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I only
no.
consider.
I have a small furry guest. Hold up. Get off my keyboard, please.
Hello?
I beg you.
I was about to say, is it me? And then.
Hey, let's see. Yeah, they're pretty close together. But
Yeah,
we
shop.
skipped over barrels though. Which barrels I'm thinking F tier because there's like again hardly any.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
the barrels
like
on the
right here,
opposite
like
side of the
one-
island on the shitty dock
Yeah.
that has like one letter.
I'm gonna say F tier for barrels.
Suck.
what did we say for dock?
C.
C.
Yeah. yeah.
Shops I'll give A tier too because shops are all right there though.
Yeah.
The tavern's kind of far away. I'd go B tier for shops.
Yeah. Yeah, I like B for that.
All right.
Because tavern, you have to go across the whole thing.
Alright, time
This
to
is
calculate
a-
the results. Sanctuary Outpost. What do we think of the dock?
Pretty good. I think it offers a lot of space to park. I think it's pretty good.
I like this dock.
I'll say A tier.
I agree. This is an A tier dock. Let's see, barrels. This also looks pretty sparse on barrels. This might have to be F tier for barrels again.
No, it's not F tier because they're fairly.
There's a bunch of barrels on this little island off to the
Yeah, I
left.
think
and
they're at least like C or B tier.
I'd probably do C tier,
Yeah.
if not
I'll go
D,
C tier.
because they're friggin' all over the fucking place. Like, yes, they're in clusters, but you have to run all the way around the island to fucking find them.
What did we decide on this dock? I wasn't paying attention.
A tier.
A tier for the dock?
Yeah.
Maybe. It's
What
not.
would you give it?
I would give it B tier. Because it's still not a very long section that you can stop the ship at, but it is longer than most, like twice as long than most.
And it's like really short walk to get onto the island.
Yeah, so I would say B tier. A tier would require a long dock section to park the ship next to.
I think S tier would be both of those, not A.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think we gave A tier to, well, actually we gave it F tier. But the Devil's Roar Outpost, I would have given that an A tier dock because it's got a really good long thing to park next to.
Alright, you make a good argument. I'll go B tier for the dock. And then barrels, we were saying C tier.
If that.
Like 2.5 tier.
Yeah.
Alright, now for the merchants. I think these are pretty good. They're not as tightly packed as like Plunder Outpost, which I think we gave like an S tier to. So I'd
Where's
say like
the,
A or B.
Tavern. Tavern's pretty close.
Yeah, Tavern's pretty close. I'd say A or B tier for this.
Let's see. Right there. That's close. That's close. That's close. I'd say A tier. It's pretty good.
So dock was B tier, barrels was C tier, and
This is gonna be a B tier outpost, isn't it?
it might be.
Probably a B tier, I would say.
We've got the only S tier outpost in the game here,
Yes.
Yes,
the
I
best
agree.
S tier.
hosted by our good friend Steven. He's so S tier that it's almost
The
worth-
one merchant
Oh, yeah,
is
there
super
we
So
go.
it's here
accessible.
that we have
That was
like
beautiful.
amazing parking.
It's really
Yeah, it's
good.
got
Yeah,
amazing.
like-
If you really need to, you can just ram into this little U shape right here. It stops your ship and everything.
we've got
S-tier.
Like
is
literally
easily
every
S
single
tier.
barrel and container
It
is
is-
like
it
within
is one
10,
of the
10 feet of
places-
each other.
Yeah, it's one of the few places in the whole world where you can sell Kraken meat.
all the prices are very discounted.
The prices
Steve-
are way lower than they are anywhere else.
So definitely
Yeah.
S tier for the shops.
I just got the Bone Crusher peg leg for
Oh, yeah,
3,000
Bone Crusher
gold.
peg leg. That's so cheap. I'm gonna buy that, you know? Yeah, there we go.
Oh, I have a piece of Kraken meat shit. I
We
need to
got
look at that.
a glorious rep from the Hunter's Call, not found on any of the outposts. It's Merrick himself. So you know he's here. Gives you lots of accommodations.
The ocean is nice and green.
Yep.
Lovely ocean color.
He's
Yeah,
cooking a
there's, like,
nice.
there's not even any contest. I'd even argue this is like S plus tier.
Honestly.
Yeah, probably S plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just actually better than the other ones.